This is rust. What ghostly apparition is there back there? This is really cool.
Right across the bay from the Long Beach Cruise Terminal is the Aquarium of the Pacific. This aquarium is specific to all animals and critters that make their home in the Pacific Ocean. It's located right in downtown Long Beach, again, right across from the cruise terminal. Makes it a great place to stop pre-cruise or post-cruise. We came down here for the day, and then we spent the night on the Queen Mary before our cruise aboard the Panorama over New Year's Eve. We also wanted to find out if the Queen Mary was as haunted as they say. We've never stayed there before, so it was a fun day. We took the girls and we saw all the cool stuff. Oh, look, there's the Friends parked over there. And then I think you'll be able to see the Queen Mary through the trees over there. It's really just a quick little drive over the bridge to get there. This was right after Christmas, before New Year's, so the aquarium was a little crowded, but it's always a fun place to go. This was a neat area where kids could color their own fish. A lot of interactive activities for kids of all ages. You can buy your tickets online, or they have a kiosk, or they have a regular ticket booth too. Very educational. Everywhere you go, you're learning something new, which I always appreciate. And they combine it with technology, like this cool waterfall that was really just made out of lights. And you could walk around and the little fishies. It's fun. If you have kids, I highly recommend this as a place to come, either pre or post cruise. Or if you live in Los Angeles, come on down anytime. When you walk in, you're greeted with this giant full-size blue whale replica. You can't see it here, but on the other side there's a baby blue whale. They call this the Blue Cavern. That there is a giant sea bass, and that area is based on a real location right outside Catalina, a giant kelp forest. There's a harbor seal swimming around. This little area is actually very cool because it's a tunnel, so you can walk around and the seals will go under you and come out on the other side. You can see them on both sides. It's a fun place for them to play and hang out and do their little tricks, but also for you to sit and watch. There's this harbor seal, and then there's a couple sea lions in there as well. There's the sea lion. Silly guys. I could watch them all day. I really just want to give it a little belly scratch though. Stupid glass. They are water dogs, so chasing his own tail sounds about right. Look at these little stingrays. This is in one of the touch pools where you can touch them, 2-finger touch. You don't want to use your fingernails or grab them or anything, but it's very educational. There's always people there to answer any questions you have. They're very peaceful looking animals. They can get a little excited and get a little flappy, but they're very calming and soothing to watch glide around. They really do just glide through the water. Look at them just chilling. Over there is a big giant shark tank. We'll go over there in a minute and see what's happening in there. These are little sharks that you could pet. Looks like a leopard shark. I believe there's also horseshoe crabs in there. Again, it's very educational for kids, and adults, and it lets you experience petting a shark, which you don't always get to do in everyday life. So it's a fun place to go and have new experiences. One of the bigger sharks in the big giant tank. There's also a giant, you can see it over there in the corner, a giant stingray. He wasn't moving around too much when I saw him. He was just chilling on the floor. But there's other sharks, and there's a turtle, and other stingrays, and other big fish. It's really a very large tank. And they have this view from the top down, and then there's another Over on the side, you can go and it's just you're like looking in at tank level. Like it's a glass side of it. That's a big stingray too. Not as big as the other one though. Oh, there's the turtle. You can see that stingray over there on the ground back there. Little sharks. Yeah, this is the other view that you can see. As you can see, there were a lot of people there. It was very crowded and very popular. It was a beautiful sunny day after we'd had some rain, so people were itching to get out. Look at all these moon jellies, how cute they are. Look, you can feed them. Well, you basically just pour food into their open mouth, face, nutrition hole. I don't know what it's called. But you can also pet them. Obviously, you're not supposed to pick them up. And you could see some of them, unfortunately, had some damage on them where they had been harmed by people not being careful with them. But you can touch the tops of them. They feel almost like nothing, and they're very cool. It's hard to believe that it moves around and is its own thing. But this is a 1,400-gallon tank with hundreds of moon jellies in there. And the liquid, it looks like it's got some little tiny eggs in it, is what they were eating. And you literally are just supposed to pour it right on top of them when they have their face up. I also learned that they cannot be kept in a square aquarium. They have to have round edges, otherwise they get stuck in the corners. So they also have to have a current that kind of keeps them moving because they don't have a lot of, you know, forward motion. Tony got excited. It's the stars of the sea, not the star of the sea. Who doesn't love penguins? They're so cute. I would have spent much more time here if I could. Watching them just swim and fluff and be little penguinies is the best. There's that blue cavern kelp forest I was telling you about. Again, modeled after a real area outside Catalina. Little puffins saying hi to the camera. A different type of jellyfish. I believe these are called lion's mane. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But they have those long, long tentacles. Very elegant looking. Here we have some big fish swimming around. I believe this is the otter tank, and these are the otter's little swimmy friends. But we only saw one otter, and he was over in the corner. But I think all those toys down there belong to the otter. But these guys will keep you entertained too. Swimmy swims. Another view of that blue whale. You could see the little baby right there. They closed all the blinds and they had like just a show on they had different projections all around the room. And they talked about all the different kinds of sea stars there are. If you like aquariums or you like learning about animals and new things, definitely a place to go. I learn something new every time I go. And it's not so big that you couldn't go there on your way to the airport. This is Lower Keat Forest. You can buy a little cup of food. It's a liquid. I'm not sure what's in it. And the birdies love it. And obviously, no, we don't pick them up. They come and land on you. And they're so light and they're so cute. And they just come and they sit and they're like, I'm just gonna eat this. And then they tweet at you. Little birdies. He's very thirsty. This little guy stayed for a long time. He's my little buddy. There's gotta be over 100 in there, just waiting for someone to feed them. And if one is not hungry, one will be hungry. And they do close it during lunchtime to give the birds a break. But I like the little birdies. Tweet, tweet. Oh, then I got 2 birds. One on each side. I named them Mix and Mingle. Hit that like button if you get the reference. And the one was finished with his little cup. There was no more liquid in there, but he was still just hanging out with me, chilling. It was a beautiful day. I could have stayed in there all day. After the aquarium, we walked over to the Bubba Gump Shrimp Company and had some lunch. Late lunch, early dinner. And then after our meal, we walked over to the Lighthouse so we could get a better view of the cruise ship terminal and where we would be spending the night at the Queen Mary. This is a free little park that you can get to. There's a big parking structure nearby. It was only $8 to park with a validation from the aquarium, which is completely reasonable. And we spent a couple hours at the aquarium, went to lunch, went to dinner, and then walked out over here. There's the two ships, the Queen Mary and the Firenze. Looks like there's also a Catalina boat there, maybe. You can see the dome just over the back of the Queen Mary. Again, it was a beautiful, beautiful day. And, you know, sometimes if you're lucky, you can see wild sea lions splashing around out here too. We've seen that before. Overall, I highly recommend a day down at the Long Beach Aquarium, whether you spend the night at the Queen Mary or not. It's still a good place to spend your time before you have to head off to the airport, or, you know, after you get off your cruise, or if you come in a day early. It's super convenient. You can just Uber right over there's a little bridge that goes across the bay and drop you off over at the terminal. There's lots of food options. In addition to Bubba Gump's, there's other restaurants right in the immediate area, including food options inside the aquarium itself. And all the times we've lived here, we've never spent the night on the Queen Mary. So I was really looking forward to this adventure. Is it haunted? I've heard it's haunted. They have big haunted events during Halloween. A little bit nervous. We'll see.
Oh, you know what sound that is? They're getting ready to leave. Not a bad sound, that.
There's also a whole little seaport village. It's a little bit more of a walk. There's a big marina there, but there's all kinds of restaurants and little shops and stores, souvenirs that you can get. It's a very vibrant little area. All right, well, we've had an amazing day here at the aquarium on this side of the bay, but I think it's time that we head on over across and see what the Queen Mary is like. Let's go. Hello, we are the Lido Hoppers here at the Queen Mary. We're spending the night here before our cruise tomorrow on the Panorama. So I thought we'd give you a quick little tour of our room here. It's actually a fairly large room. It's very warm in here. We have the windows open. The original fan is inoperable, and there is no individual heating or cooling systems in each room. So again, we have the window open and it's nice outside. So there's two beds. They're not put together. I guess that's going to be okay for one night. Has a beautiful little vanity in the middle of them with a mirror. Hi, Tony. Quite modern clock radio there. Telephone. I like all these little shelves and stuff, though. I mean,
Very nice.
yeah, I kind of wish new cruise ships were like this. We have these very solid metal hooks because the walls, not magnetic, they're wooden. There's a little closet with a button you push. Extra blankets and pillows, plus hanging closet space. And there's another one over here that has an ironing board, and a suitcase valet, and some hangers. The hotel does not offer room service, but there's lots of little restaurants where you can get food to go. We have a nice little sitting vanity area here. Simple, plain. And then that leads us into the bathroom, which I'm going to let Tony come in here because there's not a lot of room in here. But it's all original 91-year-old fixtures. Maybe some new tile in here. Look at all those
Oh, wow.
knobs. Cold, fresh, cold salt. Hot salt. Interesting. Those can't still work, can they?
I don't want cold salt.
The toilet I thought was interesting because, as you could tell, there's no tank here. And it has this interesting push to flush it. Very interesting. And then a little sink with a little shelf, some soap and some lotion, and a hairdryer.
Look at that outlet, too.
Right? I mean, look at the knobs on the door and the lock.
Almost 100 years old.
Yep. Yep. This is our front door.
This is the switch, by the way.
The light switch, yeah. We have one here, too, for the main room. This is our front door.
It is not a doorbell.
No. And then over here, we have lots more hooks, some drawers, more mirrors. I believe this is an adjoining room, but we don't know the people over there, so we're going to keep that shut. But plenty of... Oh, this is a little writing desk. How cute is that? It's got little cubbies. Yeah, they don't do that like this anymore, which is a shame. But lots of drawers, little seating area, came with 2 bottles of complimentary water. There's a little ice machine down the hall. Porthole out looking over the Carnival parking lot and the docks.
And these are real portholes. I mean, this thing is heavy. I mean, look at that. That's like a bolt and screw, literally, to lock that thing tight. Impressive.
Oh.
But yeah, this is the only cooling.
Oh, that's a thick piece of glass.
Oh yeah, this is like airplane glass here. This is the only cooling
in the room. Yeah. There's this little heater here, but I don't think that works either.
Not the greatest view, but we got a nice sunset out there. And then Christina left my... I don't have a mic right now.
Sorry.
It's okay. You can see our dome right there, our Carnival dome. And then the Carnival Firenze had just left. So we are Carnival shipless right now.
We did hear it leave, though.
Yeah, it just left not too long ago. You probably saw the video from the other side of the bay. And the Panorama will arrive in the morning to pick us up.
Yes, please.
Only to pick us up, I'm sure.
Just us.
Just us. But you can request a fan for the room, which I think we're going to... a working fan, not like that thing on the wall over there. So I do think we're going to go request a fan.
And explore.
What are those things?
I don't know.
Where you tie people up.
I don't know if... Oh, maybe it is where you tie your luggage up so it doesn't roll around?
Could be, huh?
Maybe we should ask when we go up to the front desk.
Yeah.
And I do think that this TV is not original. This may have been added after the fact.
Apparently the museum rooms do close around 6 p.m. and open again at 10 a.m. So keep that in mind if you're going to stay here and you want to do a little exploring. A lot of it closes down relatively early and opens up kind of late if you're only here for one night. So it is 4:25 right now. So we're going to try to do some exploring before things close down tonight. Check out these hallways. Not only are they super wide, but do you see how it has like a bow in it? That's crazy.
There's no inside rooms.
Yeah, there's no inside rooms either, but check this out. There are, I guess these are inside rooms because there's these little mini hallways. A120, A124. Right? So I think that maybe this room here has to be an inside room, right? And then those at the end are porthole rooms. So these are interior. And that's probably interior, I guess, right? Yeah. Crazy. Old school ocean liner, though. And there's these little walkways kind of in between here. Here, let's go check these out. I'm gonna go check this out real quick. See where this goes. There's a little door in between this, too. I guess this just goes to this other side of the ship here. And that says in use. Not sure what that means. What's in use? Is there a bathroom right there? I don't know. Anyway, we have a little champagne welcome reception that we're going to head over to right now. So let's go check that out.
I ordered 2 fans, one for their room, one for our room.
Because it's hot, right?
It's hot.
It's hot.
But
That's
really
the old
cool
school
right
purser's desk over there. Purser's office. And then that's where the champagne is over there. And then look at these grand staircases right here. Long Beach Rotary. It's interesting. I wonder if they actually have like offices in here. Historic gymnasium equipment. Looks like a mechanical bull of some sorts. But then it looks like they actually have a real gym in here. Just kind of cool. Yeah. Looks like a proper gym. It is so much cooler over here than in the hallways and inside the rooms. But Christina did order us fans, which is nice. Ticket bureau. Very cool, very cool. This is actually a very cool experience. Queen Elizabeth and Prince Philip.
Oh, yeah.
Interesting, right?
Very. So that's her grandmother, right?
Queen Mary?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers. So I'm pretty sure those 2 open portholes is our room. We are outside the Queen Mary now, heading to the engine room. And it was so hot in the room, and now it's cold outside. What was that? Oh, that whole little village is gone. How am I just now noticing this? I haven't been down here since April, right? Yeah, there was this actually really cool but decrepit kind of, I don't know, village that was right here. That's why this looks so different to me. But right there where that white car is parked, just to the left of it, that opening is where you actually go into the dome to go through the passport and boarding process to get on the ship. And then that's the parking garage for your cruise. But all of that used to be buildings right over there. Huh. That's why it looks so different. How about them apples? There we go. Engine room and Legos. It does look like a big wrench, doesn't it? Oh, look what I found.
That's so cool. Why is there so much money down there?
That is really cool. Is that $1? That is a lot of money. This is really cool. Yeah, those are all dollar or some form of currency bills down there. Those are some big nuts. These nuts secure it, the propeller that is, to the ship. Look at those, the size of those nuts compared to Christina.
The ones that are like 5 feet tall. What is that then?
What are those then?
I don't know. On display is one of the cone caps from the propellers and steel securing them. It's not 5 feet tall though, so I don't know what this is.
I don't know.
But they're bigger than that.
Makes sense.
Right?
That Churchill?
I believe so. There are definitely ghosts that live here.
Why do you say that? Look at this bad boy. This may be the biggest Lego set I've ever seen. That is so cool. And apparently there's a hidden cat. You found the hidden cat? All right. Christina says she found the hidden cat. I think this is the biggest Lego set I've ever seen. I mean, outside of like Legoland with the... Oh, wow. They even made it the same color.
Right?
That's rude. The cat. Good eye. I would not have found that. It's a big set. So this one only has 2 stacks.
Correct.
And the Titanic was considerably larger or smaller than this ship, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think this was launched in 1934, so like 20 years after Titanic.
Correct. Does this mean there is an escape room here? All right, now we're in the engine room. How cool is this? At least it is to me. I like this kind of stuff. Imagine having to climb down there and figure out why that valve is leaking. You know the lighting wasn't this good. Those gears. What ghostly apparition is there back there? Interesting. Very interesting. What is this called? The Observation Lounge?
Yes.
Observation Lounge aboard the Queen Mary bar area. We have not yet seen, well, that's not true. We've seen a bar waiter. We have not yet spoken to a bar waiter to get a beverage. We are waiting though, because it's a little toasty on the ship. It's weird. It goes from like they have the heat on in some areas and it's like super hot, and then they have air conditioning on in other areas and it's super cold. It's not well regulated, but it's a very cool experience. I don't think I would ever want to do it for more than one night, but so far I'm enjoying the experience quite a bit, and I'm looking forward to going and exploring the decks a little bit after this, and we'll see how the actual sleeping arrangements are this evening. Just ordered a couple drinks in the observation lounge. Thought I'd come out here on the top deck here, and I think this is the front. Heck, maybe it's the back. I don't know. Of the Queen Mary. We got some Christmas lights up. You see San Pedro in the background. You got the parking lot out here. You got the Long Beach Cruise parking lot and the dome over there. That's the observation lounge there. And you got some more space up there. More lights. Christina and we got some drinks already in there. Look at that, that's good. And is it just me, or do you guys remember these from cartoons when you were a kid? They always had these on ships and people and always hiding in them. First time I've ever actually seen one on a ship. There's some great views of Long Beach. Great rocking chairs here. Are you at Cracker Barrel? Or are you on the Queen Mary? Look at this. Ship models, but cut in half. That's pretty cool. Oh, this isn't even the Queen Mary. This is the Lusitania. Dun, dun, dun. I'm gonna get back to that margarita. See if that spin dip arrived yet. Historic stairs. Fred Astaire, 1939. Stood right here. Look at that. That's pretty cool. A lot of history on this ship. All right, we got ourselves some spin dip. Not the biggest portion. Some pita bread. Margarita. What'd you get?
It's a queen colada. It's like a Queen Mary pina colada.
And how is it?
It's pretty good. It's rum, pineapple juice, and coconut.
Not bad, not bad. And I'm sorry, not Christina, but Allison here forgot her ID in the room and got herself a refreshing beverage of H2O. How was that?
In 2 forms.
In what?
2 forms.
In two forms? All right, let's dig into this.
There's like. Oh, sorry.
I do love all the Christmas lights that they have put up around the top of the Queen Mary. We just finished dinner at the Promenade Cafe on board, and Allison, Christina, and I are just having a little walk on the outside of the deck and seeing what we can see. All right, quiz time, Christina. I believe there's like 4 different floors to that parking garage.
Oh my God.
And each one's a different color in the elevator bank. They also all have a name.
Ensenada.
What are the different names?
Catalina.
Cabo.
Cabo is Puerto Vallarta one.
Mazatlan.
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 Yeah.
Yep.
We don't normally go to the top. I think we park on Catalina most of the time, which is the blue one, right?
The blue one, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tomorrow, when we get off, we're gonna take our luggage and we're gonna walk out right there. And we're gonna walk our happy butts with our luggage over to the dome. We're gonna make a right over to that door, and then that's where you go in, but not us. Nope. We're gonna have to keep going past that building to where those elevator banks are, go under those elevator banks, and that's where the porters are. And we're gonna have to drop off our bags there. Then we're gonna have to circle back over to that little entryway there. I know, exhausted, and then go back inside and board the Carnival Panorama. Panorama. Ooh, they even twinkle. For a 1934 cruise ship or ocean liner, this is actually a cool experience. If you're coming to LA, especially if you're going to get on a Carnival cruise, I would recommend doing this at least for one night, like the one night before your cruise. I don't know if I would necessarily stay here multiple nights, but I think it would be worthwhile to stay here at least one night. Yeah, just come here for one night and go through all of the museum stuff, check out. We went to the Propeller room. You have to check out the video on that. That's really cool. Checked out the engine room. That's really cool. Just a lot of really cool stuff to see here. And the number of times that I have been to this port, and I came to the Queen Mary. I did a tour here years ago. I never stayed here before, but it's actually cool. There's a lot of history on this ship. So many people have been on this ship, and I've learned so much about it just the few hours I've been on it. So I would definitely recommend coming here for one night pre-Carnival cruise. We are coming up to the back of the ship. This is where you will see in the morning. What do you got? What the hell?
Surprise.
Why?
Deck cake.
Why do you have a deck cake?
Well, just leave it right where you found it. With the unopened can of whatever that was. Hiding it. Maybe it's a surprise.
That totally looks like some type of like surprise for somebody, right?
Yeah, so it was
Like a tall boy and a cake for somebody.
Propose.
Aww. And you want to ruin that.
I threw it in the trash.
Wow. So yeah, you'll see. Oh wow, that was spongy right there.
Oh, this whole thing is very spongy and
This-
not flat.
This is a spongy deck. So you'll see tomorrow, this is where the panorama will be. Right there. There's our dome. And the panorama will be parked right there. Oh, we can walk out there?
There's a step here. Tony,
Yep.
there's a step there.
Oh, okay. Thank you. It's like a dance floor or something, huh? Got some type of party cruise happening out here. The Christmas lights on. Got the party music. Maybe a holiday party. It's true. I mean, how many times have we been on one of these ships looking out and seen the butt of this ship?
A lot.
A lot.
I have a lot of pictures of this.
A lot. So, yeah, so tomorrow we'll be on the back of the panorama, and we'll be on the that side of it, looking back over here and looking at this. And what you'll find amazing is how little this ship looks compared to the panorama. It looks pretty big because there's not a whole lot around it right now, but I mean, just compared to the city and the water and everything, it feels pretty big. It's considerably larger than the Titanic was, but you put a big modern cruise ship next to it and it's little. Why are there so many little phone booths like this over there? I guess this is a British ship. Let's go check that out. I kept sitting here wondering why there's all these like London phone booths on here, and I keep forgetting this is a British ship. There's no phone in here. There's no phone.
There's power running in there.
Silly me was sitting here wondering why all these British phone booths were everywhere. I completely forgetting that this was a British ship at one point. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, if you remember our New England cruise, you saw a few of these throughout New England, or actually up in Canada, in New Brunswick, St. John, Halifax, Sydney, and they actually still had phones in them. Oh, isolation ward exhibit. That's what Allison was talking about. I know a lot of you guys in Other parts of the country are probably sitting here laughing when I say it's cold, because it's probably only in the 60s here, but we're wusses out here in California, and when it's in the 60s, it's cold. I will say, if you see this floor, it's plywood, and it's spongy. That is the gangway from the dome. After you clear all your paperwork, you take your picture, you can go up several back and forth ramps, and you go across this long walkway over to the ship. And the ship will be right there. After you, Christina. Going into the isolation ward. Tonight on Creepy Cruise Ships. Oh, where are we at then? Uh-oh.
Raise threshold, watch your step. Oh my god.
Okay.
There's another one.
So, our adventure here to the isolation ward has led us to a row of rooms. This is what the hallways look like, by the way. What's in there?
Ghosts.
Huh?
Ghosts.
Okay, that looks like some type of ventilation system. Yeah.
Man, that's scary as fuck. Is it scary? That is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
The isolation ward, it looks like it should stay isolated.
It's giving
Like whatever's down there should stay down there, I think. Allison. Oh. Man, I hope this is rust. These are the historical elevators, no longer operational. The stairwells here, but just the artwork and I mean, look at the cars in the glass. See that, the etchings? I mean, look at the sides of this promenade. Liberace. Queen Mother, 1954. So this place is not open yet, but it looks like it's coming soon with something called UFO Burgers and Fries with, that's kind of intriguing. That's kind of intriguing. But it's a burger. And that's what it's going to look like when it is open. So that's kind of cool. Something to look forward to. If you're coming down to the old Queen Mary, here's a nice deck view and breakdown of the promenade deck. You keep expecting to see a tricycle with twins at the end of this hallway. So, from our video last night, when we were walking up here, and we found this cake in the tall boy, and we thought maybe some guy was coming up here to maybe propose to his girl. It's still here, man. I think it went terribly, terribly wrong. And I feel bad for him. I hope it all works out. Check out this original staircase.
Don't walk up it though.
Yeah, it's obviously blocked off, but it has seen some better days. Found the lifeboat. They seem to have taken all the other ones off. Here's a bedroom and a day room.
Yep.
Not bad being the captain.
I mean, even the staff captain has nice digs.
Right? This is for the staff captain. That right there is a World War II gun left over from when it was in service during World War II for troop deployment.
There's a picture somewhere downstairs. We should find the picture and insert it, but it has, like, the Queen Mary holds the record for holding the most people, they weren't passengers, people at one time when they were evacuating people. And, like, the entire ship is just literal wall-to-wall people. It's like over 16,000 people.
And this ship, you know, it feels pretty big when you're on it, but you'll see when we get on the panorama and we come back and we look at the view of the Queen Mary from the top decks, or probably even from our 8th deck balcony room, how small this ship looks comparatively. We are up on the bridge now.
Yeah, I
Got
can't see
searchlights. What was that?
I can't see anything.
This is like that those seats
Yeah.
on the,
Oh,
in
you
the
can see
Haven
the
on the
submarine.
Bliss.
The submarine's there.
Oh yeah. So I won't go into a whole long story about it, but that submarine right there is actually a Russian submarine called the Scorpion. And years ago, you used to be able to actually go and do a tour of it. It's been closed for a while now, but it was actually a pretty good tour back in the day. It's just sitting there and decrepit, as you can tell, but kind of cool it's still there. All right, let's go explore the bridge. Hey, they had autopilot back then.
Probably worked a little differently.
You probably just tied a rope to the wheel. Chart room. Look at this. The communication center.
This sign also over here says that they had a system for closing all the watertight doors, and all the watertight doors, 36 of them, could be closed in less than a minute.
38.
38 doors.
Think they learned that from the Titanic? I was wrong. There are 2 lifeboats, one on either side.
So they didn't learn from the Titanic.
Well, there's rigging for more lifeboats, but they've just all been removed. I assume. All right. Let's go see if we can find those pickleball courts. I think we found it, guys. Here it is. Pickleball. Maybe some tennis. Maybe very low volleyball. Maybe this could just be called the sports deck.
It was called the sports deck. Not a lot of wind protection, though.
No, especially probably going across the Atlantic.
I wonder if that's why they had shuffleboard, because they stay on the ground and they don't have to be in the air.
Probably. Oh, do you see what I see?
Golf course? Mini golf?
I see golf. They probably didn't have mini
Oh,
golf.
here's the wireless room.
The what?
The wireless room? Looks like it may have some modern amenities added.
What do you mean by that?
One or two.
That's cool. Yeah, I'm guessing they don't have mini golf. It's probably a putting green. I assume it's original, right?
I mean, I don't think that grass is original, but maybe there was something similar previously. I don't think we can get out from there, though.
This is a dead end putting green. We can go this way, maybe.
Oh.
So anytime you get on a ship and you start clowning the mini golf, like I do a lot,
It's bigger than the Bliss.
keep the it is bigger than the Bliss, that's for sure. Keep this in mind. You could be working with this. I don't think it's a functional one. Audrey Hepburn, 1967. So they are in the process right now of taking down all the Christmas decorations and putting up New Year's decorations. So I thought I would snap this real quick because there was all kinds of Christmas stuff here like 10 minutes ago, and there it is now.
I may have found the candy store.
Yep, she found cherry on top. You gonna get anything?
I don't think so. It's a lot of like old-timey type candies, the Necco wafers and the,
Stuff you find in Grandma's house?
yeah, like the candy sticks. Different flavors.
Ginger drops?
Ginger drops, yeah.
Or the...
Giant Tootsie Roll.
Oh, those are giant. And those things, remember those things?
Necco wafers?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I never liked those.
those are good though.
Yeah. Where's the Wonka bars?
They don't have any Wonka bars.
No Wonka bars.
It's closed.
They got this whole play area. I think it's just for decoration though, or not decoration, but I think it's what they had back in the day.
It is a replica. It's the original location.
They got the dolls.
There were 3 playrooms available for the younger set.
A little creepy. You come around the corner and you see that sitting there. Perhaps just me. Did you say the observation bar was closed?
I did.
Can we go out this way? There's a Walt Disney thing that I saw on the map that I never actually saw last night. I don't know what it was. It could just be
It's probably just
he
a
was
picture of
here.
him.
Huh?
Could just be a picture of him.
So we found the shuffleboard. This is up at the bow of the ship. Not sure exactly what these are for. Like engines of some sort, but maybe they're leftovers from the war era for transport. Definitely, I think that's the case for other winches. Interesting. At least that's what they say. says the raven.
Oh.
Here's a better close-up of that gun. This has been a lot of fun. Pre-partying a ship before a ship. But are you ready to get over there to that panorama?
I am ready.
Let's get out of here and get to the panorama.